Okay, I'm back. So I wanted to mention we've already done the Flawless 4 video right before this. I wanted to mention a couple of things about the versatility of these products. You're going to discover little tips, and there are so many tips to be had from all the different presenters and all of us trying different things. The primer. You got a little bit too much on your fingers at the beginning. If you run your moisted with primer fingers, when you're done applying to your face, run it through your hair, it actually will help tame some of your frizzies and smoothen your hair a little bit. So that's nice. Also the concealer. Outlining your lips when you have a little bit of running and whatnot into those fine lines around your lips, it's amazing for that. So I'm going to do just a basic daytime look on my eyes and lips today because I'm working. I'm going to try one time to get a little bit more daring and do a big smoky eye. Today is just not that day. So, so I've put the primer on my face before I did my regular application there, but I also have this eye primer. And I'm going to just take a little bit, just a tiny drop. Another tip, because we're full of tips, another tip is that if you use your ring finger is actually the most gentle of your fingertips. So use your ring finger when you are applying around your eyes, because your eyes are very gentle. You need to be very gentle with your eyes, okay? And I don't blend that too much because I want it to be a little bit tacky, and then I'll let it dry a little bit. And while that's happening, I'm going to go back to that last step on the face application with that damp blending bud, and I'm just going to blend in that trio that I put in, that sculpting trio. I'm just going to blend that a little bit. The foundation actually goes on very liquid, but it dries matte. So it's really nice. You have almost a powdered look that isn't cakey, right? Okay, so that's still a little bit tacky. I have the cream shadows and I have the mineral eye pigments, and I use them all the time. But today I'm going to actually use the Addiction palette. We have 5 of these, and I'm using number 4. See the number 4 kind of shaded in there? And that has some really nice cream colors and up to some really nice blues. We have, can you see? So this is called Tender and Arrogant, Brave, Secretive, Honest, Cheerful, and Triumphant. The letters are a little bit bigger. I can read a little easier. So I'm just going to be a little, like I said, natural today. And I've got my liner shader brush available here. And I've got my, well, that's my eyebrows one. I want my, there it is. That's the shadow and sponge brush. Okay, so I'm going to be using all of these brushes, but for right now, I'm going to start with the shadow brush. And I'm going to go in with, no, you know what? The first one I'm going to go in with is, actually I got this new cream, splurge cream shadow, and it's called Bittersweet. Okay, and I'm going to apply on the whole lid with my cream brush, that one. Where is my cream brush? There you go. So that's the cream shadow brush. Okay, and I'm just going to load that brush up. And then I'm going to put that in as my base on the whole lid. Just slap that baby in there. It looks kind of like it's pink, but it doesn't go on pink. It goes on very neutral. Again, less is more. With the cream shadows, you're best to lay in a light layer and then go in with another layer later to get your depth and your darkness and thickness, right? So just a nice light base. All right, so there's that. Okay, and then we'll go in with the shader brush end into the Addiction palette. And let's go with Arrogant. Let's try Arrogant today, this one. Load that brush up. And I'm going to start just in the corner here. And see, less is more. You don't need a lot of this. See how that is? Okay. So then I'll slowly blend up into the crease a little bit and just above the crease. There we go. Okay. Perfect. And check to make sure that your eyelids are twins, not just sisters. Pretty balanced. It's really not easy looking in the tablet to do this. I still haven't gotten used to that. So then I'm going to go in with my liner brush. And let's go with, you know what, let's go with the Triumphant, which is a blue, right? It's kind of a steel blue. And let's just lay in again into the corner. Things are happening on my phone there, but you know, I'll have to wait. Cannot interrupt the magic happening. And then the other end of my brush, I'm just going to blend that in a little bit more to the crease from the corner. And this way I've got kind of a smoky eye without going heavy. And I'm not going all the way over the way I did with my first one. Well, I guess it was my second color, but and just blend. And again, with the blending bud, this one got a little darker, so I'll just tone that down a bit with that. And there we go. Blend, 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 right? Okay, so now I want to go up a little bit on the brow line. And let's use the Tender, okay? Tender. And it's just a tiny bit there, tiny bit there. Bum, 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 done. Okay? Now, let's do something I don't normally do. This is my brow brush, okay? So this is a very straight edge flat, and this one has a bit of an angle to it. And I have my Moodstruck Brow Obsession palette right here. And this one is the brunette shade. There are several shades of it as well. And I'm going to go in with this guy here. Oops, can't see. And I'm going to just highlight a tiny bit here. Tiny bit here. Okay. And then with my angled brush, I'm going in with a darker one, and I'm using the mirror for this one. And I'm just going to fill in some of those sparse spots and give it a line, an outline as well. Okay. Sparse spots. And fill that in and outline. Okay. The flat brush, I'm going to go into here. This is kind of a waxy, and I'm going to tame all these brow hairs. Put them where they need to be. There are so many tips, even for this, that I am still learning. But I've never been a big fan of my brows, so I'm still learning to love them. Okay, so that's the brow palette. Now, let's move on to what everybody needs at some point here. Little eyeliner. This one is the Moodstruck Precision Pencil, and it's in Perfect, which is kind of a black. And I'm just going to lay a little bit of liner in there. Again, one day I'll try and get brave and I'll do the smoky eye. Okay, so there's the liner. And then I go in with my liner brush and just kind of blend that in a bit so it's not so precise and bold. Okay. And then, what is Younique known for? Well, we're known for the fiber lashes, of course. This is newly formulated stuff. They started right from scratch. And what I do is undo both tubes because you're going to work kind of fast with the steps. So, tube 1 is the transplanting gel. Remember to twist in that. Don't pump, because you're pumping air in, which will dry it out. And if it dries out, there's several tips. Before you apply it, you can put it in a hot cup of water and let it kind of sit for a minute. It gets a lot more silky again. You can blow dry on cool in between steps, and that will curl your lashes. And you can also put a drop or two of rose water from Younique, or eye drops to kind of get that loose and silky again. So from the bottom of the lashes, just kind of shimmy and shake it out all the way across. For your step 1. And by the way, in step 1, you can already see a difference, of course. And then your lashes are little actual fibers, okay? And I usually take some of that excess off here and then slap those babies on. You can actually do this in layers as well. Remember, it's all in the layering, right? It's less is more. So you can layer any of your Younique products and get the better results. There we go. So now is a good time if you were going to blow dry. I'm not today, only because I don't want to leave the video to do so. And then your transplanting gel again, shimmy and shake from the bottom. The lashes, the fibers, you're not really putting at the base, because the point of them is to lay them on your lashes. But this, you want to make sure that you are sealing those fibers in really well. So you want to cover the whole lash. And that's what we have, right? It's really hard to see, isn't it? But okay, so now eye 2. Shimmy and shake. I actually put eye drops in my transplanting gel yesterday. They also say that you should wash your brushes once a week, the same way that you would with your makeup brushes. You should be doing your wands as well. So I'd never heard that one before. You learn all sorts of tips when you become a unique presenter, or if you host a party. And by the way, if you're looking to host a party and earn some free and half price items, hit me up. We'll set something up. It's a lot of fun. We get to share product knowledge. We play games, chances to win things. And you help your presenters as well. And the final step there again, to seal in those fibers. And the last thing I do with this mascara is, excuse me, I go in with a light coat on the bottoms. I don't know why, but older women, we just shouldn't be making those extra long, right? Okay, so finishing touches. Let's see. I think I want a highlight in my corners. So let's go into, you know what? I've got the mineral pigment in, I think this is, yep, it's Angelic. And so I'm just going to take that. This is a loose powder. I'm going to tap some of it into the lid. And I'm going to go in with my shader brush. Just pick up a little pigment out of the lid there. And put some into the corner. And just highlight the corner of my eye. Lighten it up a bit. Okay, so there's that. And then I think I'm almost done. I'll go back in with that Triumphant from my Addiction palette and just put a tiny, tiny, tiny bit on my brush, wipe some of it off. Nice little tap trick, okay? And I'm just going to put a little bit down under my eye in the outside corners, not the inside. I want the inside to highlight and the outside to continue as a part of my upper lid, right? There we go. And another mature lady trick to make the eyes pop and open up and look less tired. White eyeliner. I'm just going to put some of that very lightly on the outside of the waterline. I'm not a big fan of putting it too far into the waterline. I just think that holds too many dangerous possibilities for eye infections. But you can put it on the outside of that waterline and get the same effect. A little bit much in the corner there. There we go. And I think I'm almost done. So now it's the lips, okay? I had been dying to get, I have the Splash lipsticks and I have a lip stain, but I really wanted to try this Swagger Opulence lipstick. that I'd seen some of the presenters wearing. And I thought, let's try that one. So let's try that today, because I haven't really played with that one yet, which is funny because I was so excited about getting it. So a little lip brush, okay, and this, and I'm just going, well, isn't that nice? Very interesting color. It's got a pop of purple, but not. And I'm not huge on emphasizing my lips. I've never really been a fan of my smile, so I always use the liner. Brush and just lay that in there. And again, less is more. Go back in for darker blends. There is a lip exfoliator that you can use first. It's shea butter and sugar granules, and you put that on and you just rub it around your lips and it exfoliates your lips. It does exactly what it says it's supposed to do. And that stuff I use a couple of times a week. This season has been really bad for chapped lips for me, but it's amazing. So there. And this stuff will last all day. And after it dries on, it won't smudge off. So I drink my coffee, no lips left behind. And remember my trick about concealer. So if I take and put a little bit of concealer on again, okay, I'm going to go in with just a liner brush. And clean that up. Do that Cupid's brow again. There we go. And one of these days I want to try the ombre look, but that's not going to be today. So there we go. Finished look, bad lighting, but not too bad. Maybe a little blending bud to blend that in a little bit again. Make sure I got my twinsies, not just sisters. And you know what? I think I want a little bit longer on my eyelashes. There we go. Finished look. Well, except for the hair. Now I gotta do the hair. But there you go. That's how simple it is. And that was all of, I probably tied it up a fair bit because of yakking away. But I usually have my whole makeup, start to finish, done in about 20 minutes. And the hair another 5 because, you know, it's short. All I have to do is run a straight iron through it. But yeah, so there it is. So if you want to have a party, hit me up. If you want to buy the Kudos 4, hit me up. The Mother's Day Adore Her bundle is coming. You get rose water, the lip exfoliator, and oh my goodness. Suddenly I can't remember what the third thing is. Anyway, I'll be pushing that pretty soon, letting you know what's out there, and hit me up if you want to get mom something special. And of course, if you either want to become a presenter or take advantage of the hundreds of dollars of savings and get the presenter's kit, hit me up. So like me, share me, and help me help my business. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Weekend is coming, and we'll chat again. Thanks. Bye.